Good morning, folks. This is take two of a video. I may have blathered on in the previous iteration of what I set out to do here, but it's Groundhog Day, 2nd of February 2025, and everybody's talking tariffs right now. There's a lot of stuff in the news about what's going on between us and our neighbor to the south, and I thought it poignant to kind of just sort of put forth our position when it comes to stuff like this. We don't control the markets, right? We buy lumber and steel and windows and everything else. And we pay whatever the market makes us pay, right? So at the end of the day, we use as much Canadian product in our buildings as possible. We are a proudly Canadian company, and we find that that's not something we're willing to stray from. You're not going to find an offshore window in one of our buildings. It's just something we will not do. So from our inception, Jen and I decided to have a Canadian company. We have Canadian everything, Canadian labor, Canadian products within the buildings, all the commodities in the building, the lumber and the steel and the flooring products and everything else, they're Canadian made, right? So we now are in a position where we may see some price increases on products because the local companies that make these products have lost their secondary markets due to something like a tariff. So we don't know when something like that kicks in. The markets are volatile, right? They go up and down depending on how things are going in certain parts of the economy. So we just wanted to say that there's not going to be any immediate changes. We did do a spiff for January where there was going to be a price hold on 2024 pricing. I think we're going to extend that for one more month. So we'll go to the end of February instead. And we're going to do that because we feel like you as our fans and followers who engage with us kind of deserve that opportunity. And then who knows what comes after that. We might see some price volatility. We're going to see some price volatility depending on how all this stuff levels out. So the promise from Jen and I over here at Highland Outbuildings is we're going to try to stay stable for as long as we can. And that might mean that, those of you that have been on the fence may want to kind of engage with us and get something going for either late spring, summer, fall 2025 for a delivery date for you. We do have some space, so give us a call and find out if that's doable. But like everybody else, we're a little bit kind of nervous and trepidatious about what's going on with this whole tariff thing. I don't speak international politics, and we shy away from getting involved in stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we have what we are proud to call Canadian product, right? A Highland Outbuilding is 100% Canadian, and we want to stay that way. And it could mean that some of the materials that we use in order to put a building together become a little bit more expensive, and that could be a price that we're willing to pay, and we're hoping you might want to do the same thing. So from us here at Highland Outbuildings, thanks for putting up with us and engaging with us, and all your likes and comments and everything else really help us share the word about what we do here. And we'd love to see you for a visit if you want to come and visit with us to have a peek at a couple of models. We will be at the Sportsman Show in March, so that's a good place, a good place to visit us. You can chat with Jen or myself, and we will bring the kids along with us for a couple of days, and hopefully get a couple of orders from you folks who are looking at doing something at the cottage or the hunt camp or the backyard or wherever you want to do it. So it's day after tariffs here, February 2nd, and we thought it might be important just to say hi. Nothing drastic is changing here at this point, but who knows what the future brings. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, folks. We're Highland Outbuildings. Take care.